Hi guys, I'm Shmee. Hello, good morning, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Where's Shmee Euro Tour in the GTC for Lasseau, where today we're going to be heading to Maranello, taking my Ferrari back to where it was built, which for me, I think is pretty much a rite of passage with every Ferrari. I brought my FF back home when I had it, and now we're bringing the Lasseau back after a couple of thousand miles of this tour so far, and I'm rather hoping when we get to the heartland of Ferraris, we're going to find some pretty special stuff. So we're just ahead of the launch of Ferrari's new hybrid hypercar. We don't know too much about it other than 1,000 horsepower, a hybrid system with a V8, and I gather they're doing some testing around Maranello and the local roads, so fingers crossed we're going to be able to catch one of those later on. If not, maybe we'll see the new Monza, the SP1 or the SP2. Basically, we're taking the Ferrari back to Ferrari land. This is going to be one for you Ferrari lovers. Let's do it. Let's crack on down the autostradas and make our way towards Ferrari. We're about 200 kilometers or so into this journey, just had a fuel stop and also cleaned the window, but I'm going to pop the car into sport, manual, pretty empty autostradas today. Drop down some gears, second gear, get ready for the V12. Yes! That's what it's all about. I love the sound of this thing. Anyway, it's a lovely day. We've got 24 degrees showing on the dash. Let's go back into auto. We're cruising towards Maranello. Like I said, it's really special to take the car back to where it was built, and I'm very excited for what we might be able to see when we get there. We're going to do a little tour around all the big sites in Maranello, the places that are interesting to see, the museum, the factory entrance, Fiorano, Ferrari's test track, and I mean, this car's doing an amazing job as well. We're a couple of weeks into the Where's Shmee Euro Tour. Since I picked it up, I've already done about 3,000 miles now on the GTC for Lasseau, and surprisingly, when you don't do what I just did and you drive it fairly economically, you can actually get almost 600 kilometers out of a tank, about 400 miles or so, which is not all that bad, it has to be said. But here in Italy, if you buy the premium fuel, it's expensive. Anyway, we're cruising the last 50 kilometers or so. We will get to Maranello. Look forward to arriving. You've got this roundabout with a prancing horse in the very center of it. We'll get there, check it all out, and hopefully we'll be able to spot some interesting things driving around and maybe see if we can chase them around town. Let's see what happens, but let's crack on. We're getting close now to Maranello, and the thing about this area is that you can see nice cars just about anywhere. In fact, listen to that. We just had a Viper Green GT2 RS. Yes, a Porsche, not a Ferrari, but still, look at this. We're exploring the countryside. We're not far from Ferrari's test routes here, so literally, we might come around a corner and find something lurking. So, we'll keep going, enjoying this sound. In fact, actually, let me just pop the window down for a second. So you just get so much more noise. This car has the double glazed glass. Take a listen. I love it. Right, to Maranello we go. Here we are then, arriving in Maranello, and you come up over this bridge, and right in front of us you'll have the roundabout with the prancing horse, the Cavallino in the very center, and we're following a 458 Spider too. And just on my right, that is definitely a new car park, because the factory is just here, which must be expanding, and I guess it's a staff car park. But if we head on through, go exploring a little bit around Maranello, see what we can find. This is of course the new, more modern entrance. We'll go explore the older entrance very shortly. The 458's gone around that away, so we're less likely to see new Ferraris or prototype future Ferraris. At this specific side, there's a different entrance for all of that kind of thing. But yeah, this is the home of Ferrari. This is the entrance of Maranello, and that is quite a large area where these magnificent machines and their engines are all produced. So we'll go exploring around and let's see what we can find. But yeah, cool spot, gates of Ferrari. There is a lot of construction going on around here. Ferrari is clearly growing rather quickly. And then we come around this way, which brings us towards the museum actually, but also one of the key locations where we can take a sneak little peek. Probably not going to spot anything right now, but the home of Ferrari cars, where they're all built, where they all come together. I can see actually up ahead, I think that might be the 458 Spider that we saw just before. But this is one of those places where you never really know what's going to happen. You just kind of drive and see Ferraris just about everywhere, and everybody loves them. So it's super cool to be here with this. That is not what we saw before, because that is of course a 488 Spider. Twin turbo V8. Right, where are we going? We're going to go this way towards the old gates actually, the original Ferrari entrance. The whole place is kind of under roadworks being rebuilt, being redone. But down here, what was it, the last time I was here maybe was when I came with Greg B to collect his Ferrari F40, which was pretty special. We got to go inside. We're also going to be going inside for something in the coming days. That will be coming very soon. But just here on the left-hand side is the old entrance to Ferrari, where what do we have right now? Portofino, just a Portofino lurking down there. And if we come up this way, can't get bored of that V12. If we come up this way, we will find the museum in a moment and see what's out there. We've got a 458 Italia, still such loved cars, of course. 4.5 litre naturally aspirated V8. A couple of cafes and things, and then it will open up just in front of us here where we have the museum. Car park is looking pretty full. What's on the left there? 355. Then we've got the push start place up here with a bunch of nice cars. I want to come in here. This is where, of course, public parking areas are, and see if we can pull up somewhere. Off goes the Speciale. Smells very nice. There's a Portofino back there I can just spot as well. Two Portofinos, Lusso, Cali T, 488, and a Performante as well on the left. And just down this way is Pista di Fiorano, the Fiorano test track. Pretty legendary track where Ferrari do, well, all of their cars do laps and set lap times. And even in there, you have Enzo Ferrari's old house, which is where very special VIP guests used to be allowed to stay as well. Sadly today, of course, we're not going to be able to go in. But it'll be interesting just to take a listen, see if we can hear anything interesting happening inside. And I'm going to get a cheeky photo right here in front of this gate. But otherwise, we will keep cracking on, heading around, seeing what's happening. Now that's nice. Ferrari Pista. Cool, good colour combo on that. The red with the blue and the yellow. Quite bold, quite strong. I guess that's a customer car about to go out and be taken out for a quick test run and the like. But that was cool. So that's kind of cool what we're following. A painted body of a Pista, just going around the corner there. Clearly being taken from the body shop over to the assembly plant. But I didn't know that's how it worked, or maybe there's something specific about that car. But it's quite cool to see the kind of frame of it and the painted panels just being moved around. Although that cloud up ahead definitely looks like it is quite a rainstorm or thunderstorm or something unpleasant, which might call an early halt on proceedings. No, I'm not going to give up yet. Let's crawl around here and keep exploring, just having fun in the hometown, Maranello. That's an amazing view of the track, although we can see that they're clearly doing some repair works or something, which is why there isn't going to be anything driving around Fiorano today. Dig is on this road as well. So actually that's a stunning opportunity to see the track itself as you cross over that bridge. So it's looking quite quiet around here today. And an F40 rolls by. Wow! Heard the burbles coming around the corner. And yeah, nice one. Got a bit of history there. And a bit of modern Ferrari as well. Just rolling in Ferrari traffic jams. You have all the rental companies here with test drive opportunities. A few Calis. Nice yellow 458. Just spotting things. The Portofinos look really good. Honestly, I'm blown away by how good Portofinos look for the, is it the entry-level Ferrari basically? Lots of people visiting the museum. This is the main Museo Ferrari here in Maranello, which I've been into before. You've got all the different cars there, some classics, race cars, Formula 1 cars, the hypercars, it's all in there. But yeah, we thought we'd look for that F40 and haven't had so much luck. Maybe it was a decoy technique, but let's see what else we can find. Well, lo and behold, just like that, the F40 emerges and we find ourselves behind it. Oh, I think that's the story of this place in a nutshell. Just when we were giving up, we're now following that thing. What must that have been like back in the late 80s with that wing launching? Like the highest point of the car is the square wing at the rear of it. So cool. So cool. How random. And here's some bubbles. Turbo V8 in the F40. we've got a Lusso coming the other way. Car out for testing. Now this is some Ferrari traffic. This is what I'm talking about. And another one. Yep, another Lusso. Oh, this is just cool. And there goes a blue Portofino. And that is an F8 Tributo. You can see the tail lights. Still in camo, despite the fact that it's already been revealed. But yeah, heading in. Cool, cool. Yellow stripes, very nice. Well, that's quite fun. We are now following the Tributo. So, that looks really good. The rear end of it, the way it sits so low, especially with the tail lights sitting underneath the integrated spoiler. Really, really, really nice look at that thing. Like this, when you see it on the road. Hey look, on the back of that trailer, that's a Monza. I've just realised on the back of the trailer in front is a covered up body shell of a Monza. I'm not sure if it's an SP1 or an SP2 because I can't see the buttresses, but we're following an F8 Tributo and a Monza on the truck. So cool. So cool. And he's going to go for the overtake. Why not, hey, why not? Go past the Monza as well. SP1 I think. 488 Spider up front. F8 Tributo. Oh, he's going around that way. I'm going to go this way. Join the roundabout. There's a yellow 488 Spider. And then the red 488 Spider. Spotted an 812. That looks awesome in silver. Oh, two 812s. Very nice. Ah, the yellow. Giallo Tristrato. Triple layer yellow. Beautiful. What a stunning colour. Really, I mean, yeah, I love the 812. I make no secret about that. The sportier version of the GTC4 Lusso. 488 Spider. It's like an almost endless motor show. Flash of red. By complete coincidence, we've just spotted an F8 Tributo that has this equipment on the back that I don't know what it is at all. I've swung round a roundabout and now it's a couple of cars up ahead of us. I'm not sure if you can see it in any form up in the traffic. Maybe if I could just give you a view. We're going to go around this corner here to the left. I don't know what this is at all. Not something I've ever seen, that's for sure. But just up there somewhere, there we go. Must be to do with emissions, measurements, testing, who knows. Completely unusual. Now that is fascinating. That's one for the exhaust expert, I think, right there. Full funky system for some prototyping, some testing, some development. Who even knows what it's got going on? All I know is that it looks a little bit crazy. Well, I think it's time to call it a day. We've actually had a bit of rain, but now the sun is back out. It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon, and I think it's just about time for things to be wrapping up. So what have we done? Well, we brought the Ferrari back to its hometown, and you have to realise how significant Ferrari is here. This whole town is basically the Ferrari factory. They've grown in harmony together, and although we might not have seen this new hybrid supercar, I am thinking we're going to be seeing that in the very near future, though we have been able to catch glimpses of the F8 Tributo. We also had that little drive with the F40 as well, which was quite a nice surprise for the day. In fact, an absolute highlight, because it just came out of the blue round the corner, and there it was, Ferrari F40. But being around here, seeing Fiorano, bringing this car back to where it was originally born, where it was built, what, 2 years ago or so, just, it's really something pretty special. I don't quite know how to explain it, but you see, and from all the people you talk to around here, there's so much passion for the brand that it's just cool. It's just really, really cool. Anyway, we are now going to drive on out, take this car on towards our night stop, our hotel for the day. And that means, well, a little bit more driving, a little bit more enjoying the good old V12. Plenty of that. I think this is the one town you can probably get away with it without upsetting anybody at all. Of course, we're moving to this era with the turbo V8s. You can also get this car with a turbo V8, but for me it was all about having the V12 in it. And you know what, actually, in this tour we've taken this car, I think in total, to 11 countries. 11 different countries it's going to in one trip. And, well, it drives brilliantly. It's a luxurious, comfortable cruiser that also wakes up and comes alive and becomes a proper sports car when you kind of want it to as well, when you get to a more dynamic road, a more fun place to be driving. So I'm not necessarily sure what more you could ask for. We've had, for one bit, we had 3 people in the car. For one bit, even, we had 4 people in the car. Plus, we've got a boot full of luggage. The GTC 4 Lusso. Oh, look, we've got something coming towards us just now. You can't go anywhere without seeing Ferraris. Portofino. Yeah, basically, the car is doing everything I want it to do. I'm having an amazing time driving it, and being here in the heartland of Ferrari to bring it back home has been on the icing on the cake for the trip up to this point, driving with it. So I'm going to wrap things up for there. Thank you very much for watching, as always, guys. Certainly an exciting one. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.